This exercise will let you have some practice on how to use your Clair senses. We're going to be working with the first three chakras, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. And as we begin this lesson, we're going to try and identify different ways we can find out if it's our first chakra, our solar plexus chakra, or if we're sitting with someone, what it is they need to pay attention to by using the Clair senses. So it's just going to be an exercise in processing information. So I'd like you to take a few moments to get settled comfortably in your chair. Let the worries of today go by and let them just fade off into the sky like so many wispy clouds. Begin to feel the stress of today leave your body. And as it's leaving your body, it's beginning to relax you. And the energy flows down to Mother Earth, where she can transmute it for whichever needs is necessary. As we get deeper into our relaxed form, we take a few deep breaths to really relax us. We inhale peace and exhale love, and we begin to feel our neck muscles starting to relax. Our shoulders are lowered. Our spine becomes more comfortable. The energy flows down through our hips and legs. And we send roots to Mother Earth for her to assist us in our learning today. And we send roots from our crown chakra up to Father Sky. So I ask that you now open your chakras in any way that works for you. So let's take a few moments and open our chakras. Some of you may see them as an elevator door opening. They may pop out like flowers or a balloon filling. Whatever works and feels good to you, that's the method you can use. We're going to start with the color red, and that's for our root chakra. And that's basically our survival method. It connects us to the earth. So you never want to completely close that chakra down so that you're getting information all the time. This is where we store our issues such as food, money, fight or flight. All these things take place in your root chakra. And we're going to practice with our Clair senses using different symbols, tastes, different things that we heal or feel or smell, just to kind of help you build up your Clair muscles. So when we're working with the root chakra, when you close your eyes, and I'm going to ask you to see the color red. And when you see red, what pops in your mind? It could be a glass of red wine, cherries, strawberries, a fire truck, a pomegranate, or simply the color of red. And those are all things that you see like a picture, like somebody's putting a slide in front of you and they're saying, "What color is red?" So when you see red wine, you'll know that there's a problem with this root chakra. And as we move on to taste, with your eyes closed, what to you tastes red? Is it the temperature of something? Is it the spiciness of something? Does red taste like cherries to you? Or is it watermelon? raspberries, a bell pepper, red wine, red hots. So as we have our eyes closed, let's imagine what a cherry tastes like when it's ripe in the spring. Sometimes there's nothing better than a nice, bright, tart cherry. Perhaps that's how your guides and how you will use a cherry as your symbol for red or for the root chakra. As we're developing your taste, we're also going to imagine in summer biting into that piece of watermelon that's so cold and so juicy that it just tastes like summer. And as a kid, you could spit the seeds out. Maybe that's the way that you'll see the color or taste the color red. It could be raspberries. It could be a bell pepper. Or maybe let's focus, you're tasting red wine. And that taste of red wine is going to be your symbol for red or for the root chakra and for taste. Or perhaps it's going back to your childhood again and it's tasting having a red hot or a hot tamale on your tongue. Maybe that's how red tastes to you. Next, we're going to work on feeling. So what does red feel like? Does it feel hot? Is it a vibration? Is it sharp? Is it dull? What does red feel like to you? How does red vibrate to you? Can you feel the vibration of it? Next, we're going to work with our sense of smell. How does red smell? If suddenly you begin to smell a rose, is that your symbol? Is that what tells you that it's the root chakra? Is that what tells you that it's a rose? Is that it's dealing with this person, or you may have issues with the root chakra? Is it the smell of red licorice? We all know what that smells like when you open that package of fresh licorice and how that smell, there's like no other. Or when you think of red, can you smell red wine? Take a moment. Can you smell the red wine? Or is it a red onion? Is it that crisp, tart, pungent smell of that red onion? So as you smell the roses, is that going to be your symbol for red, for the root chakra? And as you start working on your hearing, your clairaudience, what represents red to you? How do you hear red? Perhaps you associate it with a fire truck siren. It could be a boat horn. It could just be loud. It could be the volume of the sound. It could be things that have red lights on them. Perhaps it's a train crossing when the arms come down. Maybe it's a fire alarm. All things associated with the color red, but you're using your clairaudience and you're actually hearing them. And then it could be a song. It could be Little Red Corvette, and that may be your way that you're getting your information. You hear that song and know, oh, this is a root chakra issue. Perhaps it's the song Lady in Red. Whatever you choose it to be, You can use that as your association with the root chakra that lets you know that this person or yourself is working on survival issues. They're in survival mode. And as you hear those different sounds going through your mind's eye, you may not hear them like a record playing loud in your room, but you hear the song. It floats through your head, or you hear the sound of a fire truck. We're going to move on to work with our sacral chakra, which is our emotional body. And it helps form how we relate to our emotions and the emotional well-being of other people as well. It governs our creativity. It's how do we feel? Is that chakra balanced? Is it out of whack? How do we know as we work with the sacral chakra, the color orange? How do you see it? How do you smell it? How do you feel it? So let's begin with the color. Let's start with clairvoyance. You simply could see the color orange. It could be the fruit that is an orange. Maybe it's fall leaves, a glass of orange juice. Maybe it's a peach. Maybe you see something that you own that is the color orange, and that's how you'll see it. So I want you to gather your thoughts and focus on, what do you see? What do you see for the sacral chakra? How do you see the color orange? These are all just different ways to get more information and to help build your muscles up. So when I say to you, what tastes orange? What comes to mind? Is it food that's the color orange? Perhaps it's a pumpkin, a piece of pumpkin pie, or a sweet potato. Perhaps it's the taste of an orange when you've just peeled it and you take that first bite of that orange. Or maybe it's a carrot. It could be a cantaloupe. But what are you tasting right now when I say taste orange? Maybe it's orange sherbet. As we move on to clairsentience and what do we feel? What do you feel when I say the word orange? How does orange feel? Is it a steady rhythm? Is that how it presents itself to you? That, oh, this is how orange feels. Could it be that you feel the dimples in an orange? That as you're using your hands to feel this and you're rubbing your thumb and your index feel together, as you rub it over that orange, is that how orange feels for you? Perhaps it's the sound of walking on fall leaves that you associate with the color orange. How does orange feel to you? As we move on to the smell of orange, how does orange smell to you? What do you associate with it? Is it the smell of orange blossoms? Perhaps it's a freshly cut orange or squeezed orange juice. Or it's the smell of a carved pumpkin that we all remember from our childhood. Or it's pumpkin pie. How does orange smell to you? How can you help get this information across by really smelling something? It doesn't have to be strong, but it's something that you know when you smell it, you know what it is. And then our clairaudience. How does orange sound? Perhaps you associate it with the sound of an orange tabby cat's meow. Perhaps you hear that cat's meow and you know I had an orange tabby cat. It's the sacral chakra. Or could it be the sound of pulling apart that peeled orange? How we put our thumbs in between it and you hear that sound of the orange separating into segments. Maybe it's the sound of grating a carrot. Using that grater in your kitchen and grating it. Maybe you hear a song, the Orange Blossom Special. You never know what you're going to hear. But when you hear it, it comes into your mind's eye, you can identify it, and you hear it. So what do you hear for the color orange or for the sacred emotional chakra? As we move on to our solar plexus chakra and the color yellow, this is what helps you to speak confidently and have control in your life. It's where you have your gut feeling. It's where our power used to live. How do you feel? How confident are you? What represents yellow to you? When we're using clairvoyance and I ask you to see the color yellow, does it come easily to you? Does the color yellow just engulf your sight? Do you see maybe a yellow banana? It could be a yellow bell pepper. It could be a pineapple. So what do you see when you see yellow? So that you know when you see this image pop up, you can relate it with the solar plexus. And as we move to taste, what does yellow taste like? Does it taste like freshly cut pineapple, the tartness and the sweetness? Does it taste like a banana, the happy mood food? Or is it tart like a lemon, that if I ask you to taste it right now in your mind, the back of your jaws and your ears hurt from the tartness? Perhaps it's corn. It's that summer fresh corn that you see, corn on the cob, that you bite into, that just tastes like summer. Perhaps that's how you taste yellow. I'm going to ask you to feel yellow. How does yellow feel? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it grainy? Is it like powder? Again, put your index fingers and your thumbs together and your middle finger and rub those together on each hand. How does yellow feel to you? And as we move to our sense of smell, how do you smell yellow? Is it the smell of banana? Is it the smell of suntan lotion from when you're a kid? That banana boat lotion? Does that come to your mind when I say smell yellow? Or do you smell a lemon? So I'm going to ask you to smell yellow and take note of what you're getting. And next, with our clairaudience, what do you hear when I say, hear yellow? Is it a banana peeling? Is it the sound from a yellow macaw screeching? Is it a song that has the word in it? Is it Yellow Submarine? Do you hear that song? Do you hear Goodbye Yellow Brick Road? Or do you hear Follow the Yellow Brick Road? Any of these things can represent the solar plexus to you, to let you know where your confidence and control may be out of balance. You can use any combination of any of these items to help you identify the information as it comes to you. So now we're going to focus on a color, and I want you to feel it. And I'm putting it on your back, and I want you to feel this color. I want you to smell this color. I want you to see this color, and I'd like you to taste this color. And imagine now as I'm sending this color to you, for you, what color do you sense that it is? We'll take a few moments and see what color you get. You can use all of your senses. Can you taste it? Are you smelling anything? Are you hearing anything? What color do you believe I sent and I have on your back? If you chose yellow, you are correct. Another way where you may be able to feel which chakra needs balancing or where there may be an issue is you can ask to be touched where that chakra resides in your body. So you would have felt perhaps maybe a gentle poking, or you felt something in your solar plexus chakra. And let's try it again. I'm going to use a different color, either red, orange, or yellow. And I'm going to place it on your back, on the opposite side of your heart chakra. And as that chakra is opened, I'm sending a color, I'm tasting a color, and I'm sending it to you. So let's try and practice what we've just been working with. What color am I sending to you? Do you hear a song? Are you tasting a fruit? Can you feel the rhythm of the color? Or perhaps that chakra is being touched in your body so that you know exactly what color this is and how it relates. I'll give you a few more moments. I'm continuing to send the color and taste and words and how it feels and how it looks. So what is your choice? I was sending you information about the color red and about the root chakra in a variety of different ways. Now, by the process of elimination, we know the next color is orange. So I want you to sit with that chakra on the backside of your heart opened. And I want you to really feel, taste, touch, hear orange. I ask that you feel it in your second chakra. Just work with the color orange. How many different ways can it be expressed to you? How many ways have we not worked with that work for you? Nothing is set in stone. You use what feels the best to you. It is about discernment and intention. So how does that orange feel for you? I hope you enjoyed this lesson, this exercise. Please remember to close your chakras as you head out into the world. Keep a little bit open of your root chakra, a little bit of your crown chakra open to help you throughout your days. And when your days are challenging, jump into one of those plastic hamster balls where nothing can implode, nothing can get to you, and fill it with gentle, loving energy and know that you're protected. Or jump into a diver suit or an astronaut, something that protects you. If you're the least bit sensitive and you start feeling things, that is a sign for you that your chakras are not shut. Are you reacting to something more than you should? Another sign that your chakras are open. We don't need to go throughout our days with our chakras open and picking up stuff from other people. It's just simple spiritual hygiene. So as we close our chakras and are ready to continue our day or night, thank you for listening and participating.